Hey guys, what's going on? And it's Anthony here, and I wanted to do something new and start off a new series here. This is going to be something that I'm going to call Versus, where I'm going to talk about a little argument that's been going on, and we're going to go ahead and I want you guys to comment this as much as you can and tell me your opinions. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys think, who's right, who's wrong, and whatnot. And as usual, because I really don't know anything else to talk about and I don't know any other kind of expertise, my expertise is going to be music. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about these little things that are happening in the music biz that I just really want to talk about. So today's little topic that we're going to start off with, this first one, and I want to hear more and more about it, and let me know what you think of this idea of just having a discussion also. Our first one is going to be Rise Against versus the United States Army. Now, Rise Against has been a band that's been playing for many, many years now, and actually until about, I'd say maybe 2-3 years now, they're just now starting to get the radio play and the TV play that they've deserved. And now it's become almost that they are almost mainstream, that they are a normal band that a lot of people will go, oh yeah, I know Rise Against. Whereas before, a very select few would know this band. So we're looking at now with them and saying that they can headline tours and really get really good things. Instead of just regular small clubs, now they're getting arenas and maybe amphitheaters even. So that's actually pretty interesting. And unfortunately, with a lot of bands that get to that point, whenever a band goes from one point to the other, there becomes controversy. Here's the controversy. Now, here in South Florida where I live, there's a radio station, 103.1 The Buzz. They play some really great music, and it's more in a lot of alternative. It's a very different mix and very different culture. And every year around December, they put on something called the Buzz Bake Sale. Great show, very good. It was actually my first show was Buzz Bake Sale in 2003. That's beside the point. This year's Buzz Bake Sale was going to be headlined by Rise Against. Now, the problem became very clear, I'd say maybe 2 weeks ago. That was really when this all started to go insane. The headliner was supposed to be Rise Against, and they basically were told every year, because for the last couple of years, they have gotten a very good stage presence. They brought in a lot of fans and a lot of revenue. So it was only natural that they finally got their one shot to headline. And now it's become a new thing. Let's give this band a tryout. And they were going to. But about 2 weeks ago, the management for Rise Against called up the radio station and said, listen, we know that your radio station, the concert specifically, Buzz Bake Sale, is being sponsored by the United States Army Recruitment Office. And this is something that is against the Rise Against policy. Now, the band said you have two options. Either just drop the sponsor or find a new headliner. And at first, the sponsors, or the radio station was going to say, no problem, we'll just find a new sponsor. But then they really started to believe and really started to think about it, and they said, you know what? The United States Army has given us a lot of money, and they really started to really think, well, who are you to say you need to drop this sponsor? So they said, no, we'll go in a different route, have a nice day. And that would have been the end of it. But unfortunately, many of the DJs on the station are very political. And yeah, you're supposed to keep your politics at the door when you're push play and you say this, but they didn't. And on a whole morning web talk show called The Morning Buzz, where they just talk, they basically bashed the band. They said, we don't ever want to play them ever again, and because many of them are from Army families, and they love the troops, which a lot of people should and do. They basically said, who are they? And they basically went on a whole tirade saying that, number one, that Rise Against was against the troops. Number two, that they were against the war. Number three, that they were for terrorism. Now, they did not say that last part word for word. They did not say the words Rise Against is for terrorism, but they basically made that undertone. And that was something I felt when I was listening to this. I'm thinking, you're basically saying if you listen to Rise Against, you're supporting terrorism. And I was shocked by the fact that they were bashing this band and saying you can't listen to them or else you're doing horrible things to the world and to freedom. So that started off this whole thing, and Rise Against quickly shot back to say, listen, we're not against the troops. We're definitely for the troops. We feel the United States Army Recruitment Office, not the United States Army as a whole, but just the Recruitment Office, which is the sponsor of the main stage. That's why they backed out. They said they are against them for the sole reason that they don't like their policies. They don't like the fact that they are, telling people in a time of war, in a time where it's very, very likely that if you go to this war, you may very well die or get injured, that this is the best thing that you can do because you are helping America. And plus, in a recession, it's your best bet to go to college, and it's the best bet for a career, and a lot of things that are very underhanded tactics. These are their feelings, and they can't support that. I understand that. That is very obvious. So it really became a thing of, okay, this is how we really feel, but this people feel like this. So that's really what I want to know here. What do you guys think? Who's right here? And I know I say it's Rise Against versus the Recruitment Office, but it's really Rise Against versus the radio station. But I mean, whose side is right? Is Rise Against correct in backing out because they are against the Recruitment Office, or is the band right for saying, well, why would a sponsor matter? You're here to play your music and then go home. That's their feeling, is stop making this political, stop making this into, something that we have to drive a point into, and just do your job and shut up and go home. So who's right? Who do you guys think is right? Rise Against or the Recruitment Office? And please tell me. I really want to know what you guys think. And I also want to know what you guys think of this series and if this should continue or not. Because I would love to just sit back and start talking, hit record and start talking. That would actually really be interesting to do. So let me know what you guys think. I want to hear, and I may be opening up the floodgates about a political speak here, and I don't know if I want to do it or not. But at the same time, it's going to be interesting to see what you guys think. Who's right and who's wrong on this. I promise next time, I hope this doesn't really get destroyed and flagged. Next time I will have something a little less political. This was just something that was on my mind recently, and I just thought about this right when I came up with the concept for this series. So tell me what you guys think. Comment as much as you want. I really want to see these comments, and I want to see what everybody thinks of this. So let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys another time. I have to go start scripting another video that I want to do. Not this kind of series, but a whole other one that you'll hear more about in the coming months. So I'll see you guys later. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you guys another time. Bye.